Detective Maria Lopez had worked the night shift for years. She was used to the silence of empty streets, the glow of streetlights on wet pavement, and the occasional drunk driver or domestic call. But on a cold October night, just past 2 a.m., the call she received would change her life forever. Unit 12? The dispatcher's voice crackled through the radio. "We've got a report of a missing security guard. Last seen at the Old Mercy Hill Hospital. Family says he didn't come home from work. Name is Charles Weaver, 54, night guard." Maria frowned. Mercy Hill Hospital had been abandoned for nearly a decade, ever since a fire gutted one wing of the building. The city had shut it down, but developers never touched it. Too much bad history. Too many rumors. Kids dared each other to break in. Ghost hunters trespassed with cameras, and occasionally, officers like Maria had to chase them out. But a hired security guard? That was new. When she pulled up to the hospital, her headlights lit the crumbling facade. Broken windows gaped like black eyes. The front doors were chained, but the side entrance stood ajar, the lock twisted off. Maria stepped inside. Her boots echoed on the tile floor. The air smelled of mildew, burnt wiring, and something metallic. Her flashlight beam caught faded medical posters peeling from the walls. "Hand washing saves lives. Report all injuries immediately." She called out, "Mr. Weaver? Police department. Anyone here?" Only silence answered. Then faintly, from somewhere above, she thought she heard footsteps. Maria climbed the stairs, each step groaning under her weight. On the third floor, she found the security guard's jacket hanging on a broken chair. Next to it sat a thermos of coffee, still warm, but there was no sign of the man. On the desk beside the thermos lay a small leather notebook. Inside, the handwriting was rushed, uneven. She read the last entry. October 15th, 1:30 a.m. Heard footsteps again. Thought it was kids. Checked east hallway. Empty. Saw reflection in old surgical mirror, but it wasn't me. It smiled when I didn't. Going to stay near the stairs tonight. If anyone finds this, don't look in the mirrors." Maria felt a chill. She aimed her flashlight at the end of the hallway. There, leaning against the wall, was a tall, dust-covered mirror, the kind once used in operating rooms. Her own reflection stared back. Same uniform, same badge, same tired eyes. But then the reflection blinked out of sync, one heartbeat too late. The radio on her shoulder hissed. "Lopez, status?" the dispatcher's voice asked. Before she could respond, the mirror behind her shifted. She swore she saw a figure standing in the reflection, someone in a security uniform, mouth open in a silent scream. She spun around. The hallway was empty. Her pulse quickened. She raised the radio. "I'm inside the east wing. Found evidence the guard was here, but..." Static. Then a whisper threaded through the noise. "Get out." Her flashlight flickered. She banged it with her palm and the beam steadied. She told herself it was just her imagination. Old buildings played tricks. She'd finish the search and get out. But when she turned back, the mirror was closer. It now leaned just 10 feet away, though she hadn't touched it. Maria pushed deeper into the hospital. She opened a door marked Pediatric Ward. Toys were scattered on the floor, covered in dust. A child's rocking horse creaked, though no wind stirred the room. Something scrawled across the wall in black marker caught her eye. Not reflections, windows. Her stomach knotted. She closed the door quickly and returned to the hallway, but the mirror was waiting for her outside. This time there were more figures inside. Shadowy shapes, dozens of them pressed against the glass. Their hands smeared the inside surface, their mouths wide in silent screams. Her radio crackled again, louder this time. Voices layered on top of each other, hundreds of whispers, all speaking at once. "Join us." Maria staggered back, heart hammering. She forced herself to move. She needed evidence. She needed to find Charles Weaver. She pulled her body camera from her vest and switched it on. The red light blinked. Mercy Hill Hospital, 3rd floor. Possible missing person. Unexplained activity. In the beam of her flashlight, something moved at the far end of the hallway. A man. Bent posture. Security uniform. "Mr. Weaver," Maria called, sprinting forward. The figure turned. His face was gray, his eyes wide with terror. "Don't," he croaked. Then he was yanked backward into the wall, vanishing as if the plaster had swallowed him whole. His scream echoed through the halls, fading into silence. Maria froze. The body camera caught everything. She replayed the footage, hands shaking. On the screen, she saw herself run forward. But instead of a man being pulled into the wall, the recording showed her running into an empty hallway. No Weaver, no scream. Just her. Alone. Her breath quickened. Reality was breaking apart. She backed away, desperate to leave. But every turn she took led her deeper inside. Hallways twisted. Staircases ended in bricked walls. The hospital was rearranging itself. Her flashlight beam fell on another mirror. This one stretched floor to ceiling, cracked down the middle. She saw herself again. Sweaty, pale, terrified. But then, her reflection smiled. Slowly, wickedly. Her radio screeched, and through the static came her own voice, though she hadn't spoken. "Detective Lopez, Unit 12. I'll stay here tonight." "No," Maria whispered. "That's not me." The reflection stepped forward, pressing its hand against the glass. The surface rippled like water. A pale hand pushed through, grabbing her wrist. Maria screamed and pulled back, but the strength was inhuman. The glass swallowed her arm, her shoulder, her chest. Her flashlight clattered to the floor. The last thing she saw before being dragged inside was her body cam, lying sideways. The red light blinked. Once, twice, then went dark. At 5 a.m., a patrol unit found Maria's cruiser still parked outside the hospital. The building was searched top to bottom. No sign of her. Only her flashlight and her body camera were recovered. The footage showed her entering the hospital, calling out for the missing guard, exploring the halls. But after the timestamp of 2:41 a.m., the video turned to static. Her disappearance was filed as officer missing in action. Officially, no explanation was ever given. But the locals know better. They say if you walk past Mercy Hill Hospital on a cold October night, you can see Detective Lopez's face in the broken windows, mouthing words no one can hear. And if you dare to look in the mirrors inside, you'll find her there, smiling back at you, waiting for someone else to take her place.